welcome to today's Sunday live stream. What is going on, my crypto legends? Let's get ready to rumble. I really wanted to say that, guys. How is everybody doing? Legends, how is everyone? Let's take a look here at the price of Bitcoin. As always, let's keep a nice, fresh, clean chart and go through the levels. Are we going to pump to much higher levels in the next coming hours, couple of days, or are we ready for a deeper pullback? We'll be going through the major levels of importance that we could take a trading setup. I'm going to explain exactly what I would like to see at certain resistance and support levels to take a trading decision. How is everybody doing? Make sure to destroy that like button. The other day when I asked for likes, it went absolutely crazy, guys. Thank you very much for the insane support. Let's go right away here with the higher time frames with Bitcoin. Analyzing the situation here, we have massive inflows, of course, from ETFs. Is this just going to continue in the next coming days, weeks, months into the halving, which is less than 2 months away? Hang on a second. 62 days. 62 days, okay, so just over 2 months. Halving is coming, guys. The supply of Bitcoin will be cut in half. There will be only 450 Bitcoin mined every single day. Currently, there is 12.5x more demand every day. That means that there is a massive supply shock, guys. Will this continue? Are they going to start chilling with the accumulation here of Bitcoin ETFs? Obviously, you know, on the move here. This is just continuing. Will this continue for the next coming weeks and months, guys? And then if we do have the halving, if it does continue like this till the halving, there's going to be less supply in the market created. What is going on? We have also an election year. Usually election years are quite bullish for the market. Money printer go brr. That means there's more fresh supply of money to invest in more risky assets, right? Such as Bitcoin and altcoins. Do we have the perfect storm here during 2024 and 2025 to get an epic super cycle? Or is just this fairy tales? Is it just a dream? And we are going to start crashing in the next coming weeks, purely based on a massive ABC macro scenario getting into an epic bear market into 2025. I think that is not too realistic. We would have to be seeing a massive, you know, energy crisis, depression worldwide to see these markets crashing. However, you know, this could happen, right? We had an awful event, which was a great buying opportunity here. In March, we had the C19 crash, and of course, that brought a major opportunity. However, could we see something worse coming up in the next coming months? Well, that is really highly unpredictable, right? We cannot predict, okay? I've seen many famous investors and billionaires, you know, that are saying that a recession is coming since 2017. Markets have been pumping a lot since 2017. So anyway, really hard to predict, of course. When is that going to happen? When it happens, it just happens. Let me go through the comment section right away and say hello to the beautiful community. Oreo, let's go. How are you? Dlee Crypto, let's go. Legends, what's up? Market M, sup Andy and the chat. Market M, how are you doing? Christina, Jake, hit the like button. Sup Static, how are you doing? Luca, BTC up or down? We'll be analyzing the situation, don't worry. Because it's not all about up or down. It's about levels that do get respected here in a range, right? Because I know why the price reacted here at this level. Why is it getting here some resistance at the $52,000 range? I know why it's getting resistance. I don't know if it's going to manage to break it, or is it going to reject and break down. I do not know. If anybody knows, they're lying. They're just randomly predicting that the market is going to go up, okay, or it's going to go down. Price charts react at certain levels, just like the point of control from this range created the last few days. The point of control is acting as resistance, so we know it's a rejection point. This is how we trade. This is how we analyze the market. We take decisions at certain levels where we do have confluence to decide if the market will get a rejection there. Risk a little bit of your capital with good risk management to see if you're going to get a pullback at certain levels of resistance or at certain levels of support for a bounce. And that is what we're going to do in this live stream, of course. We're going to talk about the most important levels of resistance and support that we have here inside of the zone and also outside of the zone. How the price could react at certain levels to take some decisions. I do not know if we are going to leave this zone to the upside or to the downside, but I will be ready to take some decisions at certain levels here as resistance or at support, depending on how the price will react, right? This is how we trade, guys. This is the only way to do so. Get the levels ready, manage your risk, and take some small little risk here, obviously, to take a trading decision. We're going to go through that right away, okay? Let me just continue here with the comment section, up or down. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got a couple of haters on the latest video, guys. It was, because I was talking about basically, levels of resistance, levels of support. We do not know. Nobody knows what the heck the price is going to do in the next coming minutes. So I got some haters saying, you have got no idea what you're talking about. We're talking about levels and reacting at certain levels to take a trading decision. I don't know what the price is going to do. I need to have my analysis ready and take some decisions at certain levels. So we're going to do that in today's episode, guys. So make sure to pay full attention. Of course, we'll be going through some stuff that is going on, mentioned the other day, okay? Nothing much has changed during the weekend. We're going to go through a few things that is going on. Looking at Twitter, obviously, great news and great stuff happening. Smash the like button on your way in, says Mark Dutch. Thank you very much for the insane support. As always, Aditya, hello. Thanks for joining. I have my stop loss above entry in case Bitcoin gets hungry, says Machine. Been waiting for your TA, Andy. Thanks. I'm in a BTC long from 50,800. Absolutely epic. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed. This was actually a pretty nice zone here to get into a long position. And that was purely based on, all right, these waves that we have been forming during the last few days, basically, right? Where we do have, okay, from this corrective move, no doubt, massive uptrend. But you can see here from this latest Bart-Simpson pattern right there, where we do have, one wave up right there, corrective move, a third wave up here to the upside, consolidation. And we were talking about, this zone over here, this zone probably to get a reaction. Of course, catching this was, when you take a look at the lower time frames, and we talk about this a lot, okay? We pivot low right there from this last wave to the upside. We just bounced perfectly to the 618. I think we just tapped it, slightly tapped the 618 from this pivot low, okay? There's just two clear pivots where you can take a look at Fibonacci from here. When you take a look at Fibonacci from this pivot low of this last wave created on Wednesday, then you can see that slight tap here on the 618. Beautiful bounce right there. This is impulsive. This is impulsive. This is very corrective, okay? Now the question is, of course, is this just one wave to the downside in a corrective structure? This also doesn't look too convincing, to be honest, all right? Doesn't look too convincing to get that breakout. We're going to be a little bit cautious here, of course. We're going to talk about the resistance levels and how the price could react at this level. Of course, we could just blast through. If we blast through these certain levels of resistance that I'm going to mention, we have a probability that we could just push up to the highs. However, could we form one more wave here to the downside and get supported here with the resistance support flip, right? Just keeping it simple. Resistance, support flip right there. Nice resistance consolidation at the 48,500. We came down there, got a massive bounce. Will this zone react the same way? Will it act the same way as this one did, right? Resistance, support. Can we come down to that level and do the same thing? Resistance, support, flip. We'll be analyzing the levels, of course, in the situation. But more internally, what is going on here? What is going on? Obviously, we need to take a look at CVD divergence, right? There's, CVD divergence is one of the most powerful tools that you can use, of course, in my opinion. we'll be going through CVD here because we have been creating some local bullish CVD divergence, okay? And that is not only on Bybit here in the yellow, right? We're forming lower lows, higher lows right there. This is why the price is climbing up, you know, to try and attempt and hit those highs. Still continuing to the upside. In the blue, also more internally, higher lows, lower lows right there in the blue, lower lows on the CVD. So we're getting bullish CVD divergence here from the higher lows created today, giving that, you know, momentum to the upside. Now, when we do zoom in here, okay, let's keep it relatively simple. Let's get the session volume profile. Take a look at previous day levels. Make sure to pay attention, put those levels on the chart. Now, what is happening here is that we do have, okay, previous day. We can see here how the previous day point of control, my goodness, previous day point of control opened today. Okay, when we opened today, look at the previous day point of control, how it got a major bounce exactly at $51,280. Really nice bounce here. If we do take a look at Fibonacci from this pivot low of yesterday to the pivot high of yesterday, we hit to perfection the most respected level of Fibonacci, which is the 618. Look at this. From the impulsive move of yesterday evening Central European time, today we retraced down to that point of control and the 618 and got an epic bounce all the way up to the highs again. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely worth a shot here, no doubt. Worth a shot. You get a small little reaction here on the lower time frames at the previous day point of control and the 618. If you want to have a long attempt, obviously stop loss beneath the 618 and that point of control, because if you break down, you're probably going to test the previous day value area low. So you want to be defensive. Getting that beautiful bounce here back up here to test the highs almost. So what is the scenarios right now? Okay, when we do take a look at, let's go here with a clean chart, go here through the daily candlesticks. We do have a daily level, right? That was from yesterday's open and previous day close, all right, sitting right over here. Okay, so let's get those daily levels on the chart. Got a daily level right over here sitting at 52,160. A bit of a front run from that daily. It's an important level. We haven't tapped it yet. It's an untapped daily level. Now we can see that the price in between yesterday and today, just slightly beneath that daily level, we are reacting. We are forming a little bit of an ascending triangle. So what is happening here is that we are having bullish pressure. There is bullish pressure, a bit of an ascending triangle situation here. You got higher lows being created, right? This is quite bullish actually when you do take a look at the lower time frames. So we could have an attempt in breaking out. Now the question is, will it be a successful breakout or will it be a fake out? Okay, could we fake out above previous day highs and today's highs? Okay, this is going to be a crucial decision moment. All right, I don't know if the price is going to break to the upside or if it's going to fake out. And this is where you come into play, legends. This is where you come into play. We know that this daily level is relatively close. Point of control has completely changed here based on today's price action. Yeah, from this range, if we do count this range, but we've kind of left the range right over here, right? If you do count this range, of course, point of control gets slightly lower. But from this consolidation that we've had during the last few days, basically from Wednesday to Saturday, point of control is acting as resistance, rejecting every time, yesterday, today. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting because what happens here is that we have the value area high of the range. So it's going to be a crucial decision right there. No doubt that we could flip that daily level quickly into support, have an attempt and break that here value area high. What is interesting about this value area high of the trading range is that it is with the 7/8 Fibonacci from the highs created on Thursday to the lows created here on Saturday. We have the 7/8 Fibonacci, very much a respected Fibonacci level which is sitting at the value area high of this trading zone. It's a level of rejection. It's a level that we could reject from, no doubt. Okay. It could be very quick. You could react here very slowly with a few minute candlesticks, but it is definitely a rejection level. It would be a bit of an aggressive short. Okay. If you're shorting here the value area high of the range and that 7/8 Fibonacci, you would have to get inside of the rejection very quickly and manage risk very well with your stop loss. This could pull back only to that daily level. Point of control, yeah, probably not even reaching point of control, but round about the daily level, these highs that could flip as support, resistance, breakout, flipping into support, come back up, retest those highs. This is a moment as well that we need to take some decisions. If we do come back up to this high, will we break it or will we create a double top? And if it double tops, of course, it's another decision trade. To short, stop loss above the high, take action at that level. It's going to be this is a great zone. You know, this is where I know how to trade. This is where I mainly take 70 to 80% of my trading setups. Small little moves of $200-300, get into an aggressive scalp with high leverage. It does look like it could happen, right? We have a confluence level of resistance. If we do take a look at, you know, the highs from yesterday, previous day highs, today's highs as well, we have bullish momentum. There's demand here. Higher lows are created during yesterday and today. Ascending triangle. There's bullish momentum. Of course, you want to follow the trend. If you are trending to the upside with higher lows, there we got Bitcoin here having, you know, a bit of punchy action to the upside. If you are forming bullish CVD divergence, right? More locally here, let's take a look at some pivots here. Look at this. Right over here, you're forming lower lows. You're forming higher lows on the price action, on the CVD lower lows. In the blue here also, from this pivot to this pivot, you're forming lower lows in the blue. There is people shorting the market here. There's people shorting the market, expecting a roll over. They expect the price that it's going to roll down to claim these lows, but they are getting absorbed by larger players. This is why price is maintaining the higher low support structure, right? It is forming higher lows. Local trend between yesterday and today, right? Even though we did get a drop here, the local trend is up. It's up. It's forming higher lows with bullish CVD divergence, giving you the possibility for a retest of today's highs and even previous day highs right there. So if you are speculating into some more internal scalps, day trade scenarios, you want to follow the uptrend. You want to follow the uptrend. You want to follow the higher lows. Okay, so we have a chance here, no doubt. We do have a chance for the price to attempt a breakout. And you know, no doubt the higher lows right there, you know, are good to speculate in small little long positions. Now we currently just tested this high. This would have been a take profit zone. If you are long in here, this level, the reason why you would take profit right now, and this is just a quick answer, guys. Why would you take profit instantly right now if I was in a scalp? If I was in a scalp, why would I take profit right now? You're basically testing a high and it's failing to break. So could it just retrace and break through? Yeah. But if you're scalping, it's a nice little move of $200. Higher low right there. You fail to break this high, I'm taking profits here. I'm defensive with my stop loss, but here I'm taking profits. Why? Because you are creating an internal little double top right there. This could come down and test the lows, maybe break down. So this would be a take profit zone. When we zoom out a little bit, it does look pretty good. We're forming higher lows right here. I think that we could have a chance to test these highs. That's going to be the next level here to take a decision. Like I mentioned, we have a daily level that has been untapped. That daily level that has been untapped here yesterday and today. Will it break out successfully? Will it just get a wick and a rejection and start breaking down? This could be your ticket for a short position. Only, and this is only if you get rejected from the daily and get back beneath here. This could be a fake out, and you could speculate here. Very instant short position in a market order, speculating for a possible rejection. Claim the highs, possibly break the lows. If you break the lows, of course, here from high-low support structure, it is game on to get a possible rejection here to much lower levels. So major level, guys, to pay attention here is that daily. It's 52,160. If you get a blast through here with major volume, say that you break through here beautifully from that daily, we got a level that will likely reject. That is the 7/8 Fibonacci from the pivot high here created on Thursday right there, pivot low. 7/8 Fibonacci is where that value area high. You want to be careful. Because you could get that breakout, reject from that level, bounce from the daily. If we break out with some significant volume, this is going to be an aggressive scalp. Only if you reject from the 7/8 and that, only if the price moves up and moves below, it's a sniper scalp. You enter market order for that small little pullback of $100 to $200 to take some profits at the daily level. Taking the profits, analyzing here the reaction. If you get a couple of minute candlesticks right there, possible long scenario as you are maintaining higher low support, and you got that daily to flip as support potentially to have another attempt and break the highs. Will it double top or will it break through? We're just gonna have to see. If you double top, you take profits. If you break through, you maintain that position open till you test this high. Depending on this high's reaction, if you swing failure pattern, you're locking those profits. If you break through, you maintain that position open till you actually find a rejection or you're forming a failed auction from this high, right? You move up and then you start moving down. Then you're taking the profits as you know that you are flipping that resistance, okay, again into resistance, not maintaining as support. Legends, remember, if you are interested in taking some of these potential trading setups with good risk management, #1 crypto trading platform, that is Bybit for me, of course. You have the best deals down below in the description or the pinned comment, okay? 20% fee discount and 30K worth of bonus. If you do not want to do KYC, the best option for me would be 𝗖𝗆ci. You got 20K bonus, and you also have the lowest fees currently right now. They are back with the lowest fees out there on all exchanges. So it's a paradise for scalpers. But if you want those best deals, you can only get them with the link down below in the description for those exchanges. Let's continue here, but before, let's go right away here to see, what the people saying. Do we have some altcoins to take a look at? Okay, a little bit of nice internal analysis, guys. I usually do a little bit of more higher time frame scenarios, analyzing, of course. We are in an extreme massive bullish momentum. Okay, let me get those daily levels out of the way and just get the price action. Usually we do a bit of higher time frame levels, but I know that some of you people want to scalp. You want to scalp, day trade inside of the zone. This is a paradise for scalpers. Levels do get respected very, very nicely. This is where I usually make most of my gains trading. I miss out a lot on these moves, these large moves, unless I'm in a trade already. I do not do anything here. I remain patient. This for me is nada. It's nothing. It's a big fat nada. So I wait for the ranges, and inside the ranges, guys, the levels are respected so nicely. Just keeping it extremely simple, like this one, right over here. Getting the rejection from the point of control of the range, that is enough for me to take a decision, have a stop loss above, get a move down, take the profits. You're forming bullish CVD divergence here. You're bouncing at the 618 Fibonacci from pivot low to the pivot high right over here. You're also creating a small little swing failure pattern from these lows right there. This is, a level to take profits and get into a long position, right? This is a paradise here to get into some nice little scalps inside of the range, because to be honest, you ask me as a trader, also a technical analyst, what is the price going to do? Are we going to do this? Or are we going to do this? I ain't got a clue, legends. I know that price will react at certain levels. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to jump out with a bunch of cash, but I don't know what the price is going to do. So we do level analysis, right? And take decisions based on those levels. Legends, that is all what it takes. Let's continue here through the comment section. 𝗖𝗵𝗃𝗃, how are you, my man? Yes. Thank you very much for joining, 𝗖𝗵𝗃𝗃. Long time no see. Right. Smash the like button. Why am I? TA on H-bar, says Abdella. Shall we do a little bit of technical analysis on H-bar? I think a correction of 4-8% would be healthy for the market. Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. You know, it's about time. When we zoom out on the chart, my goodness, there are several different scenarios when we do take a look at Elliott wave theory. This is a bit of a wow, you know, it's a bit of a parabolic run currently happening at the moment. You know, parabolic runs are dangerous. They are dangerous. You could continue a few $1,000s more to the upside, but if it goes more parabolic, it's not healthy. It is not healthy. There's a bit of hype in the market. If you break that parabolic structure here, then obviously you could be looking for a bit of more of a pullback. A lot of people are very, very bullish right now. Very, very bullish. I am bullish as well, no doubt, long term. You know, and we have a perfect storm. We have election year. This is usually good. Money printer needs to go brr. We have also the Bitcoin halving, which comes in 2 months. We have ETF inflows that are just absolutely crazy. They are crazy. They are accumulating Bitcoin like if there was no tomorrow. Absolute insanity. What's going on? Bitcoin to the moon. Get your moon boots on ready. Okay. So anyway, let's go. H-bar. Let's take a look at H-bar. H-bar. I want to take a look at DXY. I'm sorry, guys. H-bar. And we want to take a look at DXY as well. What's going on? Because I think DXY is ready for a potential move that could decide where Bitcoin could be going in the coming days. Muy importante. Okay, so we are going to take a look at that. Let's go right away here. And H-bar is an insane project. You know, there is big VCs, you know, invested in this project. It seems like H-bar is going to be one that will highly likely, just like many L1 solutions, okay, L1 blockchain projects, and this is really not running through blockchain. It has different technology, but this one has a high probability in hitting all-time high, just like Solana, just like Ethereum, just like, you know, many other L1s. H-bar has high probability in hitting all-time high in the next 6 to 12 to 18 months, I would say. 6 to 18 months. We're not going to give any, you know, exact dates or ranges, okay, because we never know what's around the corner. We could extend a little bit more. But if we were to follow the previous cycles, 4-year cycles, everything points out that in between 6 to 18 months, we should be seeing some of those altcoins getting that massive momentum. H-bar, insanely bullish project. What is going on here with H-bar? Of course, we did get a swing failure pattern from the highs here created on February from 2023. Beautiful, massive, double top, classic right there. Big rejection here. Nice little pullback of 30%. 30% in a matter of a few weeks here in January. Currently, very choppy, very corrective, very nice. Bit of a wedgie scenario. Just a classic, you know, classic steep, okay, wedgie structure right there. This is very impulsive. This is very corrective. H-bar is ready to retest the highs here from January. It is ready. It's on the way. It's on the way to do so. Okay, so this does look bullish. H-bar looks bullish to have a retest in the coming days, right? We have finished the corrective move. You can see the wedge structure. It's breaking through pretty nicely here during the last few days, during the last couple of weeks. We have high probability that those highs potentially this week coming are going to be tested at 10 cents. We are ready. H-bar is ready. I did not buy 𝗖𝗺𝘆. I wanted to buy some 𝗖𝗺𝘆, but I got a bunch of altcoins. We cannot have every single altcoin. I'm sorry. But, you know, I would accumulate some 𝗖𝗺𝘆. It's a very, very good project. And I do see this one doing at least a 5, maybe a 10x, but I would be staying realistic with a 5x, right? This is likely going to do at least a 5x, okay, in the next coming months. From current price levels, of course, if you were to buy 𝗖𝗺𝘆 at 4-5 cent level, then, you know, you're making a little bit more gains, but it's still relatively early to make some gains on these altcoins. This one looks pretty good. Now, the question is, will we manage to break through the highs here, or will we create a failed auction? It does look like that we have a high probability in breaking through, right? Because we've had the momentum to the upside here in November, December. We have got the cool off, healthy correction in a wedgie structure. We're moving to the upside. There's no doubt that we are on the way here to test that 10-cent level, the highs here from January. My personal opinion is we have a very high chance that 𝗖𝗺𝘆 could actually break through here with some momentum. Very high probability. One of the main reasons why is you've got this high over here. You've tested it right now. Very nice, you know, very nice impulse, corrective move. It's going to be the third test of this level. Is this a little bit of a cup and handle? Is it a bit of a cup and handle? Let's talk about some Fibonacci expansions, right? Let's talk about possible expansions here. And obviously that would be taking a look at the Fibonacci from the highs of 2023, pivot high right there, to the pivot low, and a famous expansion from a nice round formation, cup and handle if you wish, is the 1.618 as a target 1. The expansion from a major multi-monthly round formation. Soon as you break out that 10-cent level with a bit of volume, you have very good projection. You have a good impulsive projection all the way up to 13.4 cents here for 𝗖𝗺𝘆. That is the expansion. Once you break a level of resistance that has been tested multiple times with a nice round formation, once you break it, you have an expansion, and that 1.618 is a target zone here. Very common target zone here for any asset, basically. 1.618. So if we do get that solid breakout here from the local highs, I do see this as a support, okay, resistance support flip if it were to pull back, unless we're just going to move to the upside to come to that 13.4 cent level. Unless we get a wick to the upside and then get a pullback. You could get that pullback. However, this is just ready. If we do test the highs and get a failed breakout, I can already tell you that there's just high probability it's just going to have another attempt. We're creating higher lows right there. We'll be getting likely supported, okay, from higher low structure. If it fails this time, don't worry, it's very likely it's going to form a higher low and then have the attempt for that breakout. So we'll be paying attention. This could get you into a short position. That is only if you wick above the level and reject very aggressively. Pay attention to that corrective move here. I would be spotting, of course, Fibonacci from this pivot low to that pivot high of the failed breakout, and I'll be analyzing here the 50% 618 Fibonacci with higher low support structure to get that bounce. Boom, swing failure pattern retracing down to 50% 618 Fibonacci into the next coming couple of weeks, right? If we were to get that rise in the coming days, to look for that instant bounce continue here for the next successful breakout. Okay, we want to try and get in these wedgie structures. That is likely to happen here. If we fail to break out, the corrective structure is just likely going to be another higher low and then finally get that breakout. Okay, so pay attention to that fake out 50% 618 Fibonacci. You're maintaining higher low support structure. You're probably going to have another attempt for the breakout here on 𝗖𝗺𝘆. Okay, pay attention, set some alerts here at the highs If it successfully breaks out with a massive amount of volume, we are looking for that expansion, the 618, the 1618 expansion from this pivot high to the pivot low, round formation. Boom, you're getting that expansion move to the 13.4 cent level. Let's go right away, continue here with the comment section. Join Andy's free Discord community, says Mark Dirch. You have the link right over there, legends. Nice to hear you, mate. I live 5 years in Australia. I miss it so badly. Saludos desde España. Hey, Juanjo, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Right. How about 𝗬𝗄𝗃? I did not buy any 𝗬𝗄𝗃. 𝗬𝗄𝗃 did get a pretty nice run, if I'm not mistaken, during the last couple of weeks, right? It did manage to get it got a little bit of a nice move here. Look at this. We got a beautiful corrective move here in January. I mean, look at this. Ooh, so nice. Getting a bit it's a beautiful correction nevertheless. We have a kind of that double bottom scenario right there, breaking out. Look at the choppiness here. Wow. I mean, no doubt that this was the moment to take those decisions on 𝗬𝗄𝗃 right over here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This was the moment. You know, you got that failed auction double bottom. This is impulsive. This is corrective. This is quite impulsive. As you can see, this is corrective right there. Look at this sideways momentum. You're getting that resistance support flip at that level with the consolidation. You're starting to break here. The lower highs internally. This would be a confirmation right there. Now let's, this has already happened, but overall, a lot of these altcoins, I mean, they've had a beautiful corrective move during the last few weeks, and a lot of them are popping. We're going to take a look at 𝗬𝗂𝗃. I think 𝗬𝗂𝗃 is starting to move to the upside. 𝗬𝗂𝗃 was a great buy, in my opinion, of course. I did buy a bunch of 𝗬𝗂𝗃. 𝗬𝗂𝗃's on the move. Yes, it is. It is on the move. We've been talking about this. Resistance, lower high, support, flip, where we got the move on 𝗬𝗂𝗃. Still early. 𝗬𝗂𝗃, yeah, it's going to break that 2.9, 2.8 cent level high. It's going to attempt to break it, go to the next level here at 3.6 cents. This is going to happen very likely in the next coming days, give or take a couple of weeks. It's been very boring here with 𝗬𝗂𝗃 during December and January, not getting much momentum. But overall, we're getting that lower high resistance support flip. For me, this is a one wave. It's a one wave. This was the bottom, double bottom right there. This is a one wave. We are just getting ready for that third explosive wave, guys. Very likely to happen here in the next 1 to 2 weeks. 𝗬𝗂𝗃, very bullish on 𝗬𝗂𝗃. It is the moment. It is the moment to start getting that momentum. We did have the bull market cycle, the bear market cycle with the bottom formation. This is just ready to pop. Let's go, continue. Sunshine Girl, hey, what's going on, Mark? You managed to get a date already in the comment section with somebody. Sunshine Girl. Right, let's continue right away. Aditya, Gala, Mana, and San still in an area of accumulation. Yeah, let's take a look at those altcoins that are like consolidating still in an accumulation zone. So we can actually spot those altcoins that have a great buying, they have a great buy, guys. How many likes do we have right now? How many likes do we have? 191. We're over 500 people watching, guys. Let's try and get to 300 likes. I mean, the last day that I did this, we pumped up so much. My goodness, look at my face. Why didn't anybody say something? Smash up the like button, guys, to 300 likes in the next coming 10 seconds. Would be absolutely awesome. Share some love. We're doing altcoin free analysis for the community, interacting with the community. Hello, Andy. Any chance in taking a look at Filecoin? Yeah, let's take a look at Filecoin. Let's take a look at... we got a super chatos. Jace, how are you doing? What's up? Let's go through this super chat here. First of all, love your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What's up? Question. I see a pretty good inverse head and shoulders on the 24-hour. Can you confirm? Inverse head and shoulder. I assume you are talking about Bitcoin. So we will go through Bitcoin. And on the 24-hour, is that on the daily chart? On the 24-hour, inverse head and shoulder on the 24-hour. Do you mean in the 24-hour from today? Oh my goodness. Do you mean the daily chart? on the 24-hour inverse head and shoulder. I assume it's Bitcoin. Please confirm me. I'm going to read your comment. Jace. On the 24-hour inverted head and shoulder. Is that on the lower time frames? Is that looking at today's price action, right? During today. Please let me know right away. Are you talking about this? Are you talking about this right over here? We haven't got a clear neckline. I'm not sure if you are talking about this, because your question here is, I see a pretty good inverse head and shoulders on the 24-hour. Can you confirm? On the 24-hour. Do you mean from today's price action or the daily chart, 24-hour chart? Let me know right away. And I assume it's Bitcoin as well. I need more information. I'm not sure if you're talking about the 24 hours from today's price action. But it would probably be this, right? We're taking a look at the last 6-7 hours. If I do zoom out, there's not much of an inverted head and shoulder here, to be honest. Let's go right away on the 15-minute. I mean, unless you're talking, unless you're seeing something like this, right? Unless you're seeing something like this. Very, 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 very choppy, very choppy. Yes. What do you mean yes? From today, right? From today. Is this on the lower time frames? I need more information. Sorry. But the only thing that I would say here, there's an inverted head and shoulder, and there's not a clear neckline. Here. Would be this price action, right? We've got a bit of an ascending neckline right there. Very, very possible. Very, very possible. It wouldn't be inside of this small little range as we have these highs. I would really not be interested. Okay, if you break out here and you fail to break these highs, not my favorite pattern that I would take a look at. Right, let's go. Gracias, Andrés. Buena ayuda siempre from Mallorca. Yes. Pedro sí que sabe. Right. Bitcoin hourly chart. Bitcoin on the hourly chart. Inverted head and shoulder on the hourly chart. I mean, like I said, this is, if we do manage to break through that point of control, this is where we are getting resistance. We know that. Could you speculate that this is a head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder right there? It's a bit of a humpback Notre Dame inverted head and shoulder, right? It's a little bit, like this, right? So pure speculation that this would, no doubt that, you got a bit of lower high resistance. You got the point of control, a breakout here with a little bit of intense volume. If you get a bit of a nice volume spike here, would be pretty nice. Remember, this value area high, we're likely going to get a rejection. I don't, could we break through, obviously, with massive momentum here, get $1,000 pump? I don't think it is. Fibonacci, guys. Fibonacci. Power of Fibonacci. Pivot high from Thursday to this pivot low. That 7-8 Fibonacci. My goodness. It's I think it's the second most respected Fibonacci level. More than 382 and 50%. 7-8 does get respected a lot. So it's with the value area high of the range. We could speculate on that quick little short scalp. You're coming back down to the point of control, that has been resistance today, and flip that as support. You could definitely get a bounce from that level to test the highs again. Then this is going to be the question. Will we double top or will we break through? Possibly breaking through, as we are in very, very insane bullish market structure. We're just going to have to take the decisions once we get that price action here. What was a beautiful Gartley pattern, and this was mentioned in the Legends trading community. I did not short this, okay? I did not take that trade, but my goodness, we got a Gartley pattern. We mentioned this the other day. I did not get into this trading setup, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice. We mentioned it on a live stream. It was on a live stream that we did the other day, talking about, you know, the possibility of creating a Gartley pattern on right over here. And let me just go through that, guys, because we were talking about that just on a live stream, a private live stream on the Legends community the other day. And it was basically this. It was a hard decision, guys. Whoever is not aware of harmonic patterns, guys, make sure to study harmonic patterns. Of course, I have it in the masterclass, but you can go anywhere. You can Google it. You can, you know, I do have the modules down below as well, guys, going into the sections, how to trade it, how to, you know, basically enter the pattern, put your stop loss, where to take profit. But whoever's not aware of harmonics, I mean, it was not an easy trade decision, no doubt, because you're kind of moving above value area high, but you got a beautiful, really symmetrical harmonic Gartley pattern here, going to the 7/8 Fibonacci. And whoever's not aware of you know, harmonics, I did not short this, but the best way to short this is getting into these double, triple tops that you're forming as you reject from the highs. Sniper short. And it's not a short that nobody wants to get in, because you're so close to the highs. You've been extremely bullish during the last few weeks and last few days. You're like, who wants to short here? Who wants to short here? It's like suicidal, kamikaze. Who is going to short here when you're breaking value area high? You're so close to the highs. Well, you got these patterns. I think we were forming, not sure if we were forming bearish CVD divergence. Let's just confirm that. Can't remember exactly here. Yeah, we did not have any bearish. There was no bearish CVD divergence, so that wasn't helping. Obviously, if you would have been forming here higher highs on the CVD, right, it would have been epic, right, to actually confirm this short position. But we talk about different plans, of course. We talk about levels, we talk about decisions, and, you know, we're talking about that possibility here of hitting that 52,500, forming that Gartley pattern here, which is, you know, basically this harmonic, right? Difficult short, no doubt, because you're so close to the pivot highs. But it's decisions, you know, trading is purely based on decisions. Will you take the short here? You know, put your stop loss close to the high, or even, you know, the best way to trade this, to be honest, if you want to manage risk like a professional, like a pro, you know, I'm not going to say no one has better risk management than me, because that would be foolish to say from me, but I have very good risk management. It's basically, as you are hitting the 7/8 Fibonacci, you do have, okay, these highs right over here. You're just basically hitting the high, failed auction, get a pullback. You need to be defensive. If you come back up here and you fail, okay, we love these local double, triple tops that happen a lot of the times. You're going to get stopped out at break even many times. I do get stopped out at break even many times with these scenarios. I like to catch the top, but just purely based on it's failing to move above this high, I would snipe a short here. Move down, I'm defensive with my stop loss. I get stopped out at break even again, and then we have it again. I would snipe a short here, okay, and stop loss above the high. And that's purely based on this pure speculation. For anybody that is not aware of harmonic patterns, that think this is just a bunch of Picasso drawing on the chart. This guy has no idea of what he's talking about. You know, these patterns happen a lot, okay? Harmonic Gartley pattern. We had one, a beautiful one happening right over here. We talked about an option. It was an option to get a short, but just manage risk quite well here. We could be hitting the high, so accept a loss if we were to just punch above that high. 7/8 Fibonacci is the level of possible entry. It was incredibly symmetrical. What does this mean about symmetrical? Well, basically, the move here from X to A to B was very symmetrical from B to C to D. And the symmetry on, you know, we like that the chart, the price action moves symmetrical. And the one-to-one is where you hit a lot of the times. And the more closer you're into a one-to-one here on a move. I mean, this was in between 0.618 and 1-to-1. You know, the more symmetrical you are, the better. It gives you a much better chance here that this could be a topping point and you're going to retrace. But anyway, yeah, just a little bit of that education, guys. We're having Bitcoin trying to move here to the upside. I think there's high probability, guys. High probability we're going to get that squeeze to the upside. We're forming higher lows right there. That point of control from this range of the last few days is going to have an attempt in breaking out, legends. It's going to likely happen in the next coming hours. We're coming up here. We're coming up. Will we break? This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, legends. There's going to be some trading scenarios that we could get into. Value area high is with the 7/8 Fibonacci from this drop. Pay attention, it could get a little pullback. We also have the highs with the point of control slightly beneath. If you break through with some decent volume, it could be game on, guys. Game on for a retrace, bounce, back up, attempt to break. Will be interesting to see here in the coming hours. Level to level trading, guys, until we break the range. Remember, we are still inside of the range, so we are range trading. We're inside this massive big range, and the value area high level to take into consideration for a little bit of a reaction, right? Let's go continue here right away with the comment section. How is everybody doing? My goodness, I love you guys. We're ready. I know what you're talking about, says Sandra. Yes. I was about to put my old 3D glasses on for the chart, for that chart. Yes. I mean, which one? Which one? This one. The one that we shared here. This one's a bit blurry. Yeah, I must have the... yeah, it must be on 360p. Sorry about that. Beg you, sir, help. Nizam. Aloha, Valerie. How are you doing, Valerie? Nice to see you. Long-time subscriber from the channel. What do you need help with? I am here to help you, Nizam. Let me know. Comment down below. What do you need help on? Analysis. If GRT keeps on pumping, I'm going to treat myself to a new emotional support hamster. Seb, stop it. Come on. GRT. Let's take a look at GRT here for Seb. Woo! This is pumping, baby. This is pumping. Oh, this is going to be looking good. Let's see. Will we manage to break that high here? That wick high that was created. I'm thinking about, do I have any GRT in my portfolio? I seriously don't know. I think I did buy a bag of GRT. I will have to take a look. I'm not going to take a look at right now, but there is a possibility I have GRT in my portfolio. How irresponsible of an investor is that? This guy doesn't even know what he has in his portfolio. You know, unsubscribing right away. I love you too, Nizam. Yeah, possibly. Possibly got some GRT because of Seb. This is pumping really nicely. Look at this pump that it's had during the last couple of weeks. Woo, 40% up. Yes, baby, yes. This is pumping. Shall we... I like this. I like this. This could definitely firework if it breaks above the highs here from February of 2023. Similar scenario to that altcoin that we were looking at just a few minutes ago. We have a high right there, high right over here. Nice round formation. Cup and handle, descending wedge. Oh my goodness, this descending wedge was the moment, legends. It was the moment to get into the breakout of this wedgie structure, arguably cup and handle. I mean, this is a bit of a medieval cup and handle, a bit deformed. It ain't the best looking one, but still, nevertheless, it is a resistance point, round formation, descending wedge. We are attempting to break that high, guys. This is the third retest. Do you know what happens on a third retest if we break through? Fireworks are on the verge. We are on the verge to see the fireworks happening here on GRT. Let's take a look at the potential expansion levels with the Fibonacci. Taking a look at the pivot high to the pivot low of this nice multi-monthly consolidation. GRT first expansion level 1.618 at the 382. we break through here successfully the highs at 23 cents, which is basically the highs here from February. We almost had a test here in January of 2024. We break through from here, guys. This is going to get a really nice move to the upside. We're looking for that 1.618 expansion from this round consolidation cup and handle scenario. Bang. If it breaks through with a bit of volume, manages to close a daily candle above that wick, oh my goodness, this is going to be looking very, very good for GRT. GRT can be on the verge of creating fireworks if we close that daily candle above that high from February. Very, very nice. Looks very, very good. However, it could definitely be a wick. If it is a wick on the daily and we close a daily candle beneath it, we could get a bit of a pullback. But like I said, if it does happen, I would be looking at this as a corrective structure and maintain higher low support. Altcoins are also on the verge of getting some great pumpy action. If we fail this attempt, I wouldn't be too worried. I would be looking for long attempts, okay? We are in an uptrend market. We cannot deny that. We're in an uptrend market here during the last few months. We need to follow this uptrend. And if we do get that failed auction from the highs of the 23rd, from 2023 in February, and we start correcting down, this is higher lows. This is uptrend. This is moving to, higher levels. I would pay attention, guys, to that 50% 618 Fibonacci if we were to get the pullback. It's probably not. It's probably just going to break through in the next coming days. It will probably just break through here in the next coming days. However, if it fails and corrects, oh my goodness, this is going to be the opportunity zone. Look at this movement to the upside that happened in between October to January of 2024. The retracement coming down to 50% Fibonacci, getting the reaction, lower highs right there in this wedgie structure, being broken, and then blast off. During the last few weeks, couple of weeks has been massive momentum. So we want to pay attention here. If we fail to break out and we start correcting here to the downside, same scenario. We understand that we are in higher low support structure. If we correct back down here, realize that this pivot low to the pivot high that is created, we are aiming for that 50% 618 Fibonacci to maintain here higher low support and have another attempt for the breakout. Maybe that will be the good one. That is only if we fail, okay? We're probably going to manage to break out here and just gain momentum in the next coming days. Going to be interesting how we test that high here, okay? Very, very close to it. Crypto King, how are you doing? Where is he? Crypto King, hello. IOTA, please, in consolidation. Let's take a look at IOTA. IOTA, what is IOTA doing? Yeah, I mean, this one's likely going to get that momentum. IOTA, look at this, the descending wedge, the famous descending wedge we analyzed on many altcoins during, 2023. This is going to break out at some point, legends. Bang, we got the breakout, beautiful. Then massive move out of nowhere. This is just absolutely beautiful. Got a huge, huge move. When we analyze here IOTA, oh, this is just absolutely golden. Absolutely golden. Classic corrective 3-wave structure here to the downside, a bit in a descending wedge or a descending channel. This is good. This is good. This looks very, very good. I like it. I like it. You know what would be good? Do you know what would be good? I'm not sure if it will, but if it does retrace all the way down to these lows where we have the high volume node, that would be such an epic long position here on IOTA. Currently creating a little bit of a double top here, okay, locally from the last few days. Bit of a local double top. Yeah, it's just formed a double top here. As you can see, right? We're testing the highs, rejected from those highs, as you can see. This was just today. Just today, it pumped all the way up here. This is a shorting level. shorting here, but you are in higher low support structure, higher lows structure right there. This would be only like a scalp day trade. If IOTA, yeah, I mean, it would be epic. It would be epic. This would be an insane good long setup. Claim the lows. Claim the lows of the consolidation. You got a high volume node right there. Claim those lows and you are in for a long position. You got the lower high resistance to flip as support from the descending channel corrective move. Lower high resistance to flip into support as you claim these lows, getting supported from high volume node. Bang, bang. You're looking for that bounce. Epic trading setup here on IOTA at 23.6 cent level, okay? Epic long setup. I would be interested myself in getting into that long trade. I'm going to set some alerts right there to see if we do get a pullback. It's just a classic zone here. You move up, you consolidate, you break through. Oh, we broke lower high resistance. You do this, whoop. Classic stop loss zone. Stop out all of the retail. Boom, boom, bang. Classic, guys. This is a great level for a long position right there on IOTA. Only if, because you could break down. You could break down. And if you break down, you're not interested in longing, of course. You would have to wick beneath the level, recover above these lows. There's a bunch of stop losses here. This is a classic retail breakout from lower high resistance. Okay, breakout traders, let's long the crap out of IOTA. This is going to absolutely explode. You're getting people rushing into long positions here. And then, boom, you come down, stop them out beneath the higher low right there. Stop losses triggered. This is where you are ready to get into the long position to come back up to test the highs, maybe go higher. There's an epic long, that's a good long trade setup right there. Looks like you're going to break beneath the lower high resistance, right? Get that kind of movement here. Get beneath these lows. Swing failure pattern from higher lows right there. It's just a classic move. Classic move that happens a lot. You got some high volume to support that level. I'm talking about this 23.7 cents approximately, where we have these lows. 23.6 cents. It's a really good setup. Really good setup. You sweep up these higher lows right there. Boom, boom. It's just it's just high probability move. If you sweep up these lows and get above them, this is the moment you take that decision quickly. You're not going to long here halfway through. You take it quickly, guys. This is going to be a pretty epic long. Would be nice to sweep these lows. Let's take a look at Fibonacci from pivot low. It's probably around about 50%, even 618. I'm not sure if 618 will arrive, but 50%, in between 50% and 618. That is going to be like sweep up, and then you're good for the long. You're good for the long here to claim these highs, even go higher levels. That's going to take several days, of course. This is looking at the 4-hourly chart. Really nice setup. If you are interested in possibly getting into this setup, remember, this needs to recover from these lows. You're not trading along as long as you're beneath this low. If you're beneath these lows at 23.7 cents, you're not interested. This ain't a long setup. Only if you sweep the lows and you get a move to the upside, that is the moment of interest for you to get into that long position, managing risk very well. This is a setup that I will likely get in. I got my alert set here to see if we get that pullback in the coming days. Would be very much interested. IOTA can be traded here on Bybit, guys. On Bybit, you have hundreds of altcoins. You have IOTA, you have all sorts of altcoins. Also on 𝗖𝗆cie. Remember to click the link down below in the description if you want the best deals available. $30,000 deposit bonus on Bybit with a 20% fee discount for 30 days. And 𝗖𝗆cie, of course, no KYC, just with an email and a password. You can start trading on 𝗖𝗆cie. They have hundreds of altcoins as well and currently have the lowest fees. You only get this bonus, guys, with the link down below, okay? Let's continue here with some altcoins. Are we ready? Are we ready with Massive cup and handle in BTC weekly. Wow, I haven't taken a look at that. Let's take a look at BTC weekly. Massive cup and handle on the weekly chart. I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, are you talking about all-time high cup and handle? I mean, that would be epic. Just say you get a swing failure pattern here and you start forming a channel right there. You know, this obviously would be bullish. You know, this would be coming into the summer after the halving. There's just going to be no doubt that after the halving and you know, the election year coming in November, you know, basically the elections coming in November, halving, more inflows on the, you know, on Bitcoin because of the spot ETF. You know, you're looking, yeah, very, very possible, right? A bit of speculation right there. I'm not sure if you're talking to more of an internal cup and handle right there from this pivot high. Yeah, but I would count this high. Yeah, no doubt. You know what? We're going to take a look at the expansions here. Let's go right away with the possible expansion of breaking all-time high, because expansion does help. When we do take a look at the highs here, expansion, Fibonacci from pivot high to the pivot low. I mean, we just blasted through. Look at this. Look at the 3682. Exactly where the price topped out. Looking from all-time high to the low here in 2018 at the $3,200 level. Fibonacci expansions. The 1618 was, you know, just blasted through and maintained as support. Look at this. This is super important, guys. The golden ratio, 1.618. This has happened on every cycle. The 1.618 expansion on every cycle has maintained as support. We can take a look at that right away, guys. Whoever's interested, take a look at the BLX chart, okay, and go right away through the previous cycles and take a look at the 1.618 expansion, guys. Super important. Fibonacci all-time high in 2013 to the low right there. Take a look at this. I mean, let's get it more close. I mean, ooh. Yeah, we almost front-runned it. A little bit of a front run here from the 1.618. But look at this. 2.618 got the rejection. 1.618 got the support. From the all-time high to the low, looking at fib expansion. When we do take a look at here, fast forward, what is going to be the price level of possible expansion here? I mean, I would say at least the 1.618 from all-time high to the low. We're looking at $100,000 plus. Just 100,000 to, yeah, 100,000, 102,000 approximately. 1.6 is the expansion from all-time high here to the low. You break all-time high, we are looking for at least 100K in my opinion in this bull market as the 1.618 expansion. That is if you break all-time high successfully, okay? Not, you know, not if you do create a lower high, come down. Once you break all-time high, we're looking at least for that expansion of $100,000 Bitcoin. Right. Can we get IMXTA? IMX. Who believes that is going to $12,000? Bitcoin to $12,000. Let me take a look at this super chat, of course. Hello, Andy. Any chance to take a look at Filecoin? Devilish, absolutely. I'm going to take a look at Filecoin for you. Thanks for the super chat. Let's go right away here with Filecoin. Let's go here. I'm here for the community. We have the analysis for Bitcoin, okay? We've done a more internal analysis on what could happen here for Bitcoin. It won't be nice, to be honest, if we start breaking down the point of control in the coming hours. If that happens, guys, we could be seeing a little bit of volatility to the downside if we break, especially that value area low, right? Higher low is maintaining beautifully. Look at this. Higher low is just maintaining beautifully here as support. We have the plans, guys. If you do want to watch that at the beginning of the stream, we do have the pure education of levels of what could Bitcoin do at certain levels, how to trade it, okay? That is at the beginning of the stream. Let's take a look at Filecoin right away here for my man here that's giving me a super chat. That is Devil Us. Let's go right away. with Filecoin. Let's go to the daily chart, zoom out and analyze this here on the higher time frame. Oh my goodness, this is just looking absolutely epic. This is just looking absolutely epic. Ooh, this looks good, baby. Oh my goodness. I think I haven't done much research on Filecoin, but Umbrella. Woo, I mean, I got a big bag of Umbrella, and I think this one's going to do very well. That's one of my cheeky altcoins, expecting a 50x at least. Let's see if that happens or not. Who knows? It's a great project, Oracle. Filecoin, I think this one, you know, the bull market rally was absolutely insane from 2020 to 21, sorry. From the lows, right, from C19, Filecoin made a pump of 7,000%. I mean, you need to be quick, taking those profits. If you don't take profits in a matter of a few weeks, you're back down. But this one pumped 7,000%. My goodness. That is a 70x. It's still in great buying levels, to be honest. Look at this. You know, if you ain't buying here, I don't know where you are going to buy. This is still at very, very good levels. Let's just take a look here at this range. And for me, this is the first wave one already. Got a bit of a fake out here. Bit of a fake out coming back down. Yeah, I wouldn't be too reliable on these volatile lower high wicks right there. But yeah, this is just such a great opportunity. If it gets a pullback, even better. Great zone here to dollar cost average. If we do take a look here at the lower time frames, still maintaining higher low. Still maintaining higher low support right there. I mean, this one did form that epic Adam and Eve double bottom. This was one of them that formed that epic Adam and Eve double bottom and managed to kind of maintain as support right there. This level, right? You got a big resistance level with a double bottom Adam and Eve. I mean, this is textbook double bottom Adam and Eve. Look at this. Whoever is not aware of a double bottom Adam and Eve, you basically get a nice spike move to the downside, quick spike, and then a nice round formation. Wasn't respected too nicely, but hey, technical analysis is not perfect, but you got those highs right there. Bit of a breakout fake out. Nevertheless, you got the big breakout here. You bounced beautifully as support from this range. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad here for continuation to the upside. I would be concentrating more locally. You got a bit of a double bottom right now here also forming. I would be paying close attention to these pivots. This one and this one. That is where the price needs to break through. It could definitely fake out from these highs. It's a little bit of a double bottom here on its own right there. Right? A little bit of an Adam and Eve right here formation. You break through here, this level with high volume. You're looking for these lower high resistance pivots to flip as support and get the move to the upside to test these highs. We need that high volume breakout here on Filecoin. You need a nice spike in volume, boom, and then you're looking for that rise. Of course, when you do take a look at Fibonacci, this is probably going to be in between 618 and 78. A little bit of a tricky zone here. It is no doubt a first attempt fake out on these pivot highs to hit the 618. Stay cautious because this could be a trap zone. You get a pullback from that 618 from the pivot high here in January to the pivot low here late January. You got the movement down. Be cautious with that 618 Fibonacci because it is slightly above these highs where you could get that fake out, right? Fake out 618, decent pullback. But I would still be eyeing here the retracement. If you do get that move to the 618, you fake out from these pivots. Okay? I would be looking at I would be looking at still higher low support structure here. I would be looking for the price to maintain higher lows. So you get that pullback here. Would be interesting to see the reaction at the 382. So you're moving up here, bang, bang, bang. You get the 618 movement down. You're looking for a long position here. Yeah, that is if you do get that fake out right from these pivots, because you got the 618 from the drop. But then you're finally looking for that momentum to happen, right? We're in an uptrend, so this does look pretty good to still continue here. Whether it fakes out from this range, you're looking for the next move up. Looks very good. The correction has happened in January here, so we're looking for that price here to the upside on Filecoin. Looks very, very good. If you break through with large volume, yeah, you're looking for that resistance support flip and then up here to the highs. Legends, thank you very much for joining the stream. We talked about Bitcoin at the beginning of the stream, guys. If you want to go and take a look at that analysis on the possible levels, setups, if you start breaking down here very aggressively, pay attention. We could be forming more bullish CVD divergence. Pay attention to the CVD, okay? Because if CVD is forming aggressive lower lows on this movement to the downside, it could be a fake out. You're probably going to swing failure pattern from one of these lows, okay? As you are creating lower lows on the CVD, you could be getting that bounce straight back up, okay? Look at the local lows here for a fake out if you do form bullish CVD. Thank you, legends. I will see you tomorrow.